everyone. How are you all doing today? Again, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until I see more of y'all in. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. And again, hello to everyone. I don't see anyone yet, so let me go and see if I've appeared on the feed. Right. So let me give it a couple of minutes. How have you all been? How has life been treating you guys in general? I hope, you know, you guys are having an incredible November. Hi, Mai. Good to see you. And again, thank you so much for the tip. Again, guys, thank you all for your tips. It really helps me to spend more time to create content. So I really appreciate all of your tips from the bottom of my heart. And really, it's always a joy to channel for you guys. And if you guys want a channeling at the end, feel free to leave a tip and support my work. All right, so before I am going to talk about, hi Sheena, so good to see you. I hope you're well. And today's topic is about twin flame soul shock. And this is something that many of y'all have been asking me because every time I say, oh, what you're going through is soul shock, you guys ask me what is soul shock. Before that, how are the energies? So 1111 has been extremely interesting because it has kind of like put you through what I would describe as a roller coaster ride inside a vacuum cleaner because that's how terrible it has been. So many of y'all may be feeling like you have lost hope in the journey and this is it. There's nothing more you can do anymore. So you may be feeling that cloud of fear and fatigue and disappointment that you are stagnant and that you're not going anywhere. Well, that is changing. Hi, Moni. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Hi, Karen. Good evening to you. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Hi, Bharati. Good to see you. And Bharati says hi to everyone. So I'm just doing a little summary on the 1111 portal energies. It's like I said, it's been quite heavy on the Divine Feminine Collective. Usually, your next question would be, was it heavy on the Divine Masculine Collective? And well, it is right. Anytime you guys are feeling heaviness and weight, your divine masculine is also going to feel the same. So it has been a interesting month. Again, don't let appearances deceive you. So if you hear anything about your DM or if you feel anything about your DM, again, don't let you deceive yourself. Hey, MJ, so good to see you. I'm just doing a summary on the 1111 energies. And again, thank you, MJ, for everything that you do. Without your support, this group wouldn't have grown this much. So, a big thank you to MJ for bringing us all together and for the amazing work she does for all of us. So, guys, as I was talking about the 1111 energies, it has been heavy on the collective, and the divine feminines have been feeling the most. I know you guys thought some kind of a magic portal will open up, but it is true. A magic portal did open up, and it is going to be open for a while. Hi, Catalina. The thing is, this magic portal is high vibrational, right? Like all portals. And the thing about the 1111 portal is that it's the 11th dimension. So, in order to get to that 11th dimensional vibration, even momentarily, you really have to go through extreme catharsis, because anything that's pulling you down won't let you go up. So, in other words, that's why the 1111 portal is very intense because many of y'all are getting glimpses of a very pure vibrational state, and that's why I love the 11D. This is where you connect to your archangels, your guidance team. They tend to operate, and most light beings operate in 11D. So when it goes down by density, you start to get form, and that's how it works, the whole dimensional structure, which I'll go into another time. So the 1111 portal again is it comes by every year from 1111 till the end of the month. And what it actually does is that because 1111 is very significant and auspicious for twin flames, it starts to bring out triggers that has been hiding layer by layer beneath your soul. So in other words, the 1111 portal is there to bring out things that are not serving you and also to bring out miracles. So this 1111 portal kind of like sets the foundation for the next year. Hence why you guys may be feeling that fatigue and tiredness and hopelessness, and you may be questioning the whole journey, which is going to bring me to the soul shock topic, right? And guys, I still have the 1111 post portal energy healing. You can check that out if you guys are interested. Hi Samantha, so good to see you. Just talking about the 1111 energies before I start the topic on soul shock. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in the post 1111 portal healing aligner, you guys can get it through my website, and it's stated there. Also, again, thank you for all your tips. So this time I managed to like get a list. So when I'm doing my channeling, I don't have to keep referring to my emails. All right. So don't worry that the 1111 portal is intense. Things are getting better. Anything that's intense and tiring and challenging always means good things are coming ahead for all of you. So don't let momentary challenges decide what is going to go through the rest of your life. Anything that does not break you make you stronger. So if you're feeling a little low on the energy side, don't worry. It just means that you're growing and evolving and things are getting better. All right. So I'm going to start with Soul Shock. So, guys, show me some energy, send me those likes and reactions so that I know you guys are all here. Again, I hope you all are excited for today's topic. I don't know if I've done a topic on Soul Shock before. Probably I mentioned it briefly. Soul Shock, again, just like the 1111 portal, is 100 times more interesting and fascinating and painful. So the 1111 portal energies, what you're experiencing is intensity, doubt, this and that, but it's eventually going to lead you to a beautiful place, in your connection. So what is soul shock? Soul shock with twin flames literally means your soul goes into shock. So it's kind of like a freeze state. In other words, when often, the first time you would experience soul shock is during your first separation with your divine masculine. And often, Catalina says, can you put me on your list as well? Yesterday my PayPal worked again, but this night it gives problems also with my new card. Will tip you? Yes, of course, Catalina. Absolutely, I will. Don't worry. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. So I will put you on the list as well. And oops. Again, guys, thank you all for the tips. So, guys, I go in order of how you guys have tipped me so that I don't miss anyone out. All right. So, with the 1111 portal, and again, so lovely to see all of you all. All my favorite people are here. So, I'm so grateful for that. Hi, Rebecca. Again, hey, Shay. Shay says hey to everyone. Hello, Dawn. So lovely to see you. And Samantha, always great to see you. All right. So, what is soul shock? As I was saying, soul shock is one of those. Um, it's literally your soul going to shock. So you would experience it the very first time after your honeymoon phase with your twin flame, and when your soul goes into this place whereby it's not able to kind of explain what twin flame separation is. So your soul literally goes into shock. When I had my first soul shock, it was something that I don't even want to think about. But I remember one of my students was telling me, Vaish, you're going through soul shock. So when I had my first separation with my divine masculine, again, at that point I was working on a high profile case at work. So my hours of work were like 20-hour days. So literally, I had that outlet to kind of like suppress my pain. And I had meetings after meetings. But what I did was, because I was in so much pain and something that I wouldn't do, I stopped eating. I was only drinking water. And that fast lasted for about 82 to 84 hours. So that was almost 3.5 days, 4 days. And I remember it was like I mean, the thing is, when you stop eating, you start to feel a little like, I don't know, I probably all of you guys fast. And when you go on a no solid food fast, like only water, when you're on a water fast, what happens is that it kind of like numbs the pain a little. And I was still high functioning. I was still doing my duties and doing 20-hour days. And at that time, I remember I was working that weekend as well. And then, but yeah, so that was my first separation, and something that I was just telling MJ, when we were talking about doing this topic. Um, that yeah, I don't really like to talk about my own experience because I just don't want to go back to that place. But you know what? My experience is always going to be the primary experience that I can share. So, yes, so it was very difficult. And I couldn't allow that pain and that, you know, not going without food to affect my decisions at work. And also, I had to put up a front where I had to pretend that everything was normal, right? So I still remember, like, my colleagues would keep calling me, hey, Vaish, let's go for lunch, let's go for lunch. And I'll be like, no, 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 let me work, And I think I told no one I was on a water fast because, again, you don't want to. I mean, it's fine to go on a water fast, but you don't want, especially in the legal world, you don't want people to think that what the hell are you doing, especially when you have got some high profile stuff going on. So, with that, I remember that even the water fast did not take away the pain. So, at that point, I was teaching as well. So, like my students who had been in the twin flame journey for like 7 to 10 years were telling me, Vaisha, you're going through soul shock. So, I'm like, what the hell is soul shock? So I started to channel information and I realized that soul shock is when your soul is yearning the other half of the soul, but often happens when you go into separation. And like separations can be very to the face, could be completely with no reason. So these are the categories of separation, right? Like your twin flame tells you off, or your twin flame ignores you, or you feel that. So especially after you had gone through that honeymoon phase of that honeymoon phase is necessary. If not, you're never going to put in faith or trust in the journey. So hence either one of these reasons. So with that, I realized that no amount of that is going to actually take the pain away. So soul shock. So I needed to dig deeper. So I think it was a Saturday. So I started the fast on Wednesday, and I think after work on Saturday, I decided, you know what, I'm going to eat something. Like I better eat something. If not, I might start. I mean, that's all I could last. Because I've never gone without eating for. I mean, I used to fast maybe like 12 hours max or maybe 1 day max. So never like, yeah. And then I started to get really, really like lucid dreams. It's kind of good, but also not recommended as well. Yes. So you see why I'm getting seeing all the comments. Dawn, I often forget how horrible that was. Rebecca is, oh man, I did that too. Vaish. Dawn says, life horrific, gut wrenching pain. I didn't even know he was a twin flame at that time as well. My first soul shock was like I was stabbed in the heart. Exactly. You feel like that. Like there is no amount of words to describe soul shock. It's like hell times a million times of hell and beyond. It's a state where it cannot be described. And the thing is, there's nothing you can do about it either. Because trying to communicate with your divine masculine or trying to explain to him how you feel is not going to work. He's probably just going to ignore you, or you probably wouldn't be guided to do those two. It's like you are going 100% inward. So, contrary to popular belief, like MJ raised this, that apparently some people think soul shock is completely forgetting your twin flame, or not feeling your twin flame at all. So it's not that. Soul shock is when your soul is so afraid of losing the connection. So yeah, some elements of it can be that you may not feel that telepathic communication with your soul because you are in a free state, right? You are like so afraid that what is going to happen that you don't know what to do. So you may feel a little ounces of like you're not feeling your twin flame, and it further shocks your soul because you feel like, even though I'm not in communication in 3D, but at least there is some kind of multidimensional communication going there. And why is everything frozen? So I would call the soul shock state a free state. And what you do because of the soul shock, that is extremely, extremely torturous and painful as well. So some of you may go not eat, some of you may just take leave of work, some of you may just not be able to get out of bed, anything. Basically, it's your own coping mechanism. Like, to me, during, and soul shock is just not a one time thing. It can happen to you multiple times in your journey, and usually it can last for a couple of hours, a couple of days, sometimes even a couple of weeks. And soul shock is designed to upgrade your system as well. So, in other words, you have to look at it in a positive light. So, what happens is that your soul is either going through very intensive downloads and activations and mission codes as well. Even though the physical pain of a soul shock is unbearable and often triggered by separation in itself, there are other reasons for soul shock. I remember, like, for me, my way of dealing with soul shock was drowning in work. Because I couldn't imagine just being at home going through soul shock and being like, at least at work, even though I'm still simultaneously thinking of my divine masculine, at least I need to put up a front, right? So that takes energy. So with the amount of energy you're having, you're fully utilizing the energy. If you are just by yourself, it's worse. And the whole twin flame journey is about coping. It's about stress management and coping, right? So that's why soul shock is something that should not be taken lightly. And there is no particular strategy or stretch stress management techniques to cope with them either. It is just the most, like Catalina says, darkest, most painful phase in one's journey ever. So Samantha says, same here. I try to avoid being home alone at all costs. Exactly. You don't want to be at home at all. In fact, you want to be with people more and more as you can. So every twin flame experiences soul shock. So your next question will be, does your divine masculine experience soul shock too? Of course he does. It's not a divine feminine thing alone. Divine masculines experience soul shock too. Again, it also depends on the runner and chaser, because people, contrary to popular belief, they think that the runner doesn't face anything. Actually, running away is more problematic than chasing. Because running away, you hold a lot of guilt, you hold a lot of fear, you hold a lot of disappointment, and often it is directed to you for causing the pain to the other party. Catalina says, and when I thought I got over the worst, he suddenly ran away after years of love and contact. Um, when he blocked right in my face every social media channel, when he disappeared, and in the separation phase on a deeper level, A hell I don't want to experience again. Absolutely not. And Adriel, so good to see you. I think my earring fell off. Oh, I'll look for it later. All right. So it is a very, very horrible, horrible, horrible place to be in. And something that you wouldn't even wish your worst enemy on, because twin flame separation in itself is painful. But soul shock is even more painful because it's like you're cut off completely from your twin flame, and that fear of you not even feeling him in those multi-dimensional levels or 5D level can be very stressful, because you're like, why am I not feeling like in my, in my normal day I'm always thinking about him, but why is it that he's not there? I can't feel his energies. So that is a symptom of soul shock. So do not panic when you're feeling like, sometimes you guys will be like, I don't feel my DM. So it's not detachment. Some people, for some who are not on a twin flame journey, often the situation is such that you guys feel like, so you may not be on a twin flame journey at all. It's just a temporary thing. You move on and you move on to the next person. But in a twin flame journey, during the soul shock phase, before the soul shock phase, or after the soul shock phase, you are still experiencing something, but it's just different from what you would experience daily. Hey, Frank, so good that you made it exactly on 18 viewers. Yes, 18 viewers, 18th on the 18th for me. Oh, yes, it's still the 18th. Wow, amazing. So, yes, Frank. And Frank and I were also discussing Soul Shock 2 days ago. So, really, I think today's topic was meant to happen. So, guys, firstly, remove those misunderstandings around soul shock, because soul shock is not you forgetting your twin flame or feeling detached to your twin flame or completely not feeling that. Soul shock is actually a state of extreme pain, extreme physical pain, pain that is completely unexplainable, pain that is such that you're not even able to cope with the pain. That is soul shock. Soul shock can manifest at any time, but usually it happens after your first separation. It could happen when your divine masculine rejects you straight to your face through message, or tells you that they don't want to hang out with you any longer, or they're just not interested. They don't want to be associated to you. This is what triggers the first soul shock. The subsequent soul shocks can happen when you are in separation, when you are going through a period of separation. It can happen too. Every soul shock experience can be 100% unique to you, and how you're going to cope with it, deal with it, really depends on who you are as an individual and your way of coping with pain in general. Oh, thank you, Moni. I really appreciate that. Moni says this is good info, on point. Catalina, is it possible there are more soul shocks possible, like a deep panic, so unexpected, even when I'm already used to separation? Of course, point on, as I was just talking about it. Yes, soul shocks are possible when you are in long periods of separation as well. Because if you really translate soul shock, your soul is shocked, right? Soul is shocked by what is happening. So when you are not prepared for separation to go this long, or not having heard from your divine masculine for so long, or that unbearable pain of them rejecting you even after months or years, and it's one of those things, like example, by hook or crook, you're trying to meet your DM, but he's just forthright avoiding you, and you're starting to question the entire journey. Does he think I'm weird? Does he, do you, like, you may think that something is wrong with you. Why are you going through this extraordinary phases of pain? And there's nothing, and the worst part is there's nothing you can do about it when you are in soul shock. You just have to let it pass. Positive ways to cope with it is, I will definitely not recommend fasting. You could start chanting mantras, or you could You could try breathing exercises. This can help, but again, it's the intensity and how it's going to come to you, when it's going to come to you. Those are unpredictable. But the positive side of soul shock is that you're going through more downloads, you're going through mission related resets, so it may give you the clarity you're seeking for. So when you come out of soul shock, you may actually be guided further by the divine, so you may want to focus on that. Also, soul shocks are not exactly a sign of union, but it could be a sign of union as well. Interestingly, um, before you actually get into union, you become extremely detached. Like, the real sign of, like, know for sure that you're going to get into union and your DM is going to walk into your life and you guys are actually going to see each other again is when, so that's why it's different to soul shock. People tend to mistaken detachment with soul shock. So when you're completely detached, when you don't get any signs from the universe anymore, as much as you guys don't want to hear it, that is when you know, when, like, when you stop seeing 11 11s or 2 2 2s, because these are activation codes for your missions, right? But when everything stops, you know that you're completely detached. You've completely surrendered, and that's when the miracle starts to work. Even if you have 1 ounce of holding on to your DM, thinking he's going to come back or anything like that, or having fears or doubts, then you're still going to go through that separation phase. And that's why surrender is a key part of your journey. Anyway, back to soul shock. There is no particular way to cope with it. Just accept it and allow it. Accept it as a part of your journey, and allow those downloads, upgrades, reset, and appreciate that this confirms again that you're on a twin flame journey, because you won't go through soul shock for any other connection. Rebecca says, I feel like we're dipping in and out of it for a while. Yes, that happens as well. Dawn, journaling helped, and screaming and crying in my pillow. That always helps because you're releasing. Catalina, it's as if I am more and more able to accept the hell feelings from time to time, not need to numb myself anymore. That is also wonderful. Mackenzie, I try not to be around friends when it's going to hit, go from smiling to crying. Yes, it can have very unpredictable physical reactions. So sometimes, either you surround yourself with people or you are in solitude, whichever works for you. Dawn, I also delve deeper into spiritual practices and healings. Exactly. It's a perfect time for those as well. Katrina, yeah, crying, driving in my car, really. Yes, that works too. So, guys, throw me in the questions about soul shock. And what else I wanted to touch on is that, well, I touched on what it is about and what it does to you, how long it lasts, and how does it make you feel. It is a very normal part of the journey, so don't be shocked that you're getting soul shock. And your divine masculine goes through that as well, but often they don't even know what they're going through, so they either go into workaholic phase or they are just like, this is terrible, like, why can't I stop thinking about it? So you are still thinking about your twin flame, it's just that you don't feel your divine masculine or your twin flame so much. That's why it's soul shock. You're shocked at the way you're feeling and you're experiencing, and that's why. Oh wow. That's amazing, Mackenzie. So yes, soul shocks do happen simultaneously with your divine masculine. Hence why the 5D communication or multidimensional communication gets cut off temporarily. Yes, workaholic phase is what divine masculines often do, or they may drown themselves with a lot of friends, or they might go on aimless vacations, or they might just keep looking for distractions to get away. Because if you take off twin flame from the journey and you have no clue what is going on, it's like this unbearable pain without explanation. That is soul shock. Your heart goes into freeze state and it's extremely painful, right? Try freezing your heart in the refrigerator. So that's how it can be, the physical pain of it. Yes, so Mackenzie, yes, they do party and vacation. So for those who are not really in partying, they might be gamers, so they might just drown themselves in the computer world. So they might be buying new games and just playing, or they might do a combination of both. So your divine masculine will do any sort of thing to be distracted away from the soul shock, and that's what happens. And so don't look at social media, because if you see your DM partying when you're going through soul shock, it's going to trigger you further. So I would advise you to just search inward and not look for external signs. That's why I always tell you guys, if you can consciously block yourself from seeing your divine masculine, that itself will be a huge help for your journey. Because when you actually hear less and less information about your divine masculine, it's actually going to help you further. Because the more you focus on that, you get into runner energies. I don't know why my nose is itching. Always happens, when I'm channeling a lot of stuff. um so yeah, so your divine masculine also goes through extreme bolts of soul shock, and it happens simultaneously. So if you're going through soul shock, he's probably going through soul shock as well. Again, don't let appearances deceive you. See, like I shared my experience when I was going through soul shock, probably people didn't even notice that I was going through soul shock, except for my family, right? um all right, I'm going to read all the comments. Okay, Catalina. When I feel he's in soul shock, I can feel it. Priscilla, oh my God, he went into a workaholic phase. That is one of the most common things. They would go into workaholic phase. Mackenzie, yes, party and vacation. Catalina, and then I want to comfort him, which I do by talking to him in 5D, talking like I'm still here for you. Don, yep, mine became total workaholic phase, but also loads of travel for him. Yes, so travel, workaholic, gaming, they all tend to like come hand in hand. Mackenzie, now the life freezing crazy. Yes, I've always wondered why my chest felt. Yes, so the physical symptom is that your heart literally freezes, and usually when you are in a very cold country, when you're what do you feel? You feel that kind of pain, right? So that's what happened. Literally, if you freeze your heart, how will it feel like? So that is soul shock as a physical description of the pain. So Kayla raised a very important question. She's asking, hi, what of those with mental health issues? So again, touching on mental health is a very sensitive topic, so I'm going to be as brief as possible. So again, for those with mental health issues, and for those without mental health issues, soul shock is soul shock, pain is pain. Coping mechanisms, that's what we were talking about, right? So, for those who don't have any mental health issues, their coping strategies might be more, they might not have as much coping strategies as those without mental health issues. So, for example, a person with mental health issues and a person without mental health issues, it stems down to coping strategies. And that's why those with mental health issues, if they see a therapist, even though they might not be able to help you for soul shock itself because it's part of a twin flame journey, what they can help you with is give you um, strategies to cope with the situation, and also to give you that outlet to express what you're feeling. So that is what I believe, and that is what probably doctors would recommend as well. So often, another thing is God is always with you in the journey. So even for those who have mental health issues, they're going through a twin flame journey. I think the best will be to be with family and a trusted circle of friends. And even though you might not tell them that you're going through a twin flame soul shock because you don't want judgment, you can still explain to them what you're feeling. Like, my heart is freezing and I really need help and I'm not able to cope with it. So, always there is assistance available, as family members, friends, and professionals can help as well. For those who do not have mental health issues, going through soul shock can be very, very, very intense and very tough on you. So, again, it depends who you are as an individual. I have been a high functioning adult my whole life. So, like I said, to me, fasting has always been a way of numbing me. So I go into fast, even though it's not good. And if you're going for a water fast or anything, always consult a professional, a doctor, especially because some of us, some of all of us, any one of us can have underlying health issues. So, example, you see, fasting when you've got like diabetes might cause you to go into extreme levels of low sugar. So, whatever you're going to do, always remember the health part of it as well. So yes, so that's why guys, this journey can be lonely, but always remember you have friends and family and also professionals to support you. You may not want to openly talk about the twin flame journey because it is something very private, but you can still get assistance if you describe your symptoms. So for those who are blessed who do not have health issues or mental health issues, coping strategies, you can go to workahol. See, again, I don't want to tell you guys you can do this or do that when you're in soul shock. You will naturally have your own coping mechanism and structure. Most important thing is you are connected to God, you stay healthy, and you cope with it. Also remember that soul shock doesn't last too long. So often it would last for a couple of days and it will be over and things will be back to normal. So, like I said, a soul shock is a soul reset. It's like you freezing up for that couple of days, and you may be in and out of it as well, but major downloads are going on. I always remember, even for those who are suffering from any mental health related issues, God is with you. But however, you are on 3D earth, so if you need that required assistance, please do get that, because your health is paramount. Mindfulness is paramount, mental well-being is paramount, and that's why professionals are there, not to judge you but to help you. Even seeing a counselor could help, or a psychic, so yes, so this is my answer to you, Kayla. So let's see the comments I am getting. Mackenzie, and my distractions never fully distract me. My scalp is super itchy right now. I'm sure you're getting crown chakra downloads. Dawn, Mackenzie, how do you deal with third parties stalking our journey? That's why, guys, be very private about your journey. Don't tell a lot of people, only tell trusted people about your journey, but ignore them. Ignore these 3D parties stalking your journey, and then you don't give them power. Don, I spend a lot of time alone during soul shock. Yeah, being alone is good, or just doing your day to day. Don't break routine. So, if you're a person who goes to work, don't break that routine. Don't take off to recover from soul shock, because you may be going through many bolts of soul shock, you see. Moni, when I experienced the soul shock, I stopped telepathy and even stopped trying to meet in 5D as punishment and rent. So again, Moni, different people have different ways of reacting and responding to soul shock. So this is your way. Catalina, oh yeah, gambling, working, everything of the above for my DM. Adriel, a heavy feeling in the heart, chest, like numb, stone cold in a way. Yes. Kayla says, yes, that's a great answer. Namaste. Thank you, Kayla. Samantha, so can soul shock occur when you're not in full separation, of course it can happen. So even when you're in union, you can go through soul shock, and that's when you may be feeling like you're drifting away from your twin flame. That's why, to remind all of you all, just because one is in union doesn't mean it's going to be that situation for the long haul as well, because when you're in a 3D world, nothing is certain. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. In fact, life on earth can be very unpredictable and extremely dangerous as well. Having said that, yes, soul shock can happen when you are in union. Again, what kind of union are you going through? Even if you're in that most perfect state of union, soul shock can happen, because I said soul shock is freeze mode for more and more downloads to come in. So, yes, I hope I've answered that question. And it's okay to go through a soul shock, because it's a very normal part of your twin flame journey. However, it is the most painful part of your soul journey too, because of the fact that every time you get a soul shock, it may get worse and worse. So, your coping strategies has to like expand and expand. Mackenzie, yes, I imagine even then the memories pop up like they do now. That's when the pain hits. Yes, I know. I don't even like talking about soul shock myself. It's just revisiting again can just be very, very painful. But MJ was saying that, oh, sometimes you got to share our experiences too. So thanks, MJ, for that. If not, I may not have started with sharing with you my own experience with Twin Flame Soul Shock. So, guys, do you have more questions about Soul Shock, or would you like me to move on to channeling? So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. Oh, you're most welcome, Mackenzie. Manu, please tell when me and Monica will get back together. Channeling. Oh, all right, Samantha. So I'm not experiencing that intense pain, but have felt a disconnect in our 5D communication for the last month or so. Is that soul shock? Yes, Samantha, that is soul shock. So, again, like I said, some soul shocks can last for a couple of weeks, but usually the intensive period of a soul shock can last anywhere between a couple of hours to 5 days max, because that's how much your soul can handle. And because both you and your DM are going through it simultaneous as well, just think about how much even though your soul can handle a lot, especially with all your galactic experiences and all that. But soul shock in itself happens to everyone in a twin flame journey, and it's not a very pleasant place to be in. And again, your natural state of coping would be what happens when the soul shock takes. So if you're high functioning, or if you're a workaholic, you'll end up becoming a workaholic. If you're a person who likes to meditate or go into spiritual practices, in fact, a few things can happen at the same time. Some of you may choose solitude. Some of you may think this is the time I'm going to take off some leave of work, and I'm going to deal with it myself. So it really depends on how you're going to handle it. There is no a perfect way or a particular way. It is you and your divine masculine, I mean your twin flame. So again, there is no judgment as to what is the most perfect way to handle soul shock. When you are going through it, you will naturally respond to it as you can at that moment. So again, be try your best to be kind to yourself. Don't go into extreme, like even fasting and all that. Like I said, you might have like I said, it could be detrimental to your health. So even for fasting, it's always good to check your blood levels and sugar levels, because you don't want to end up fainting at work, right? Because you have no food. Often it wouldn't happen, but it can. So always consult a doctor if you feel like you can't cope with soul shock. But of course, you don't have to tell them about your twin flame journey, but you can explain how painful your heart is, and then they run a couple of tests, and that could also help. But if you know it's a Twin Flame Soul Shock, you can always consult me, your favorite psychic. Healings do help like that. You can always check out my website. I've got plenty of healings as well. And I do have some healings for soul shocks too. I'll put it up. Again, Mackenzie says, this is amazing information. I remember that years before this with no guidance. Yes, you always are being guided by God and your guidance team and your angels. So sometimes you have to just look within for support, and you will always be guided. Moni has a question. Monatics, DM, DFF. Of course. Like monatics or split, all same thing. All go through soul shock. So there is no special treatment for monadics. Monadics go through soul shock too. Catalina, when I lived with my DM, it felt really nasty when we couldn't reach each other anymore, and it appeared a really normal relationship with struggle and conflict. My heart was so affected by those lonely faces, although we were in 3D. Exactly. So, soul shock can happen when you are in 3D union too. So, thanks, Catalina, for that example. Rebecca, can you add me to the end of your channel list? Yes, Rebecca, I can do that. Who would have thought, right? I'm never a list person, but you see, my legal profession and now my psychic profession, I have to do lists too. Kenzie, oh no, it was bad. I thought I was the yes, you would feel like you're losing it. That's why you need to like a part of you, you need to really go deep within. And that's why surrender to God. Like ask God, what is it that I'm feeling that it's very different to what I would normally feel during my twin flame journey? And often you'll be guided. You might be guided to the right YouTube video, or you may be just like you see, like for me when I was going through my first soul shock, like I was teaching Reiki, and my student who was going through us, he was 7 years into his twin flame relation. He was telling me, Vaishwa, what you're going through is very normal. It's soul shock, and that's when I started channeling information about soul shock while I was fasting simultaneously. Yes, of course, Mackenzie, you can be too. All right, guys, I'm gonna drink some water and then I'll start channeling. Again, guys, if you guys are interested in a channeling, please feel free to leave a tip and I'll send you guys my. Again, guys, I'm doing it in the order of the tips I've received, which I started receiving like 72 hours before. All right, guys, this is my PayPal. All right, guys, I've also introduced a oops, I've also introduced this five-part healing series. Do check that out. So I've put it into five categories, like a base healing, intermediate healing, union healing, individual healing, and stuff. And you can choose one from each category. And I'm doing that package, so you guys can check that out as well. And I also have spots open for the 1111 post portal healing if you guys are interested. Also, I will send, I'll update the links for the soul shock healing as well. Again, Frank, I was waiting for the divine masculine perspective. So, Frank is saying, went through a soul shock for about 12 hours a few days ago and went into nature. By the time I got home, I actually felt better than I did prior to the soul shock happening. So, thanks, Frank. That's amazing. So, you see, typical divine masculine going on an adventure. So yes, so but really it's very good to actually connect with nature, even for divine feminines too. If you have the strength to actually get out and go out to nature, it can be very, very healing. So thanks, Frank, for that. And I'm going to read out today's list. Wait, let me make sure that I've not missed anyone. Diana. Okay, so I'm just going to read the order. So it's Shannon, Mai, Rachel, Goodney, Shay, Dawn, AP Wong, Diana, Samantha, Moni, Catalina, Lisa, and yes. So again, guys, keep the tips coming in. I really, really appreciate all of your tips. You guys are wonderful, and I will start with the channeling. I'm just going to make sure that I don't miss out if any one of you guys have any like messages. See, so I still have to look at the emails, right? Okay. Shame. Oh, okay. Before I start channeling again, Mackenzie says adventure time. Moni, V, is there forewarning signs we can look for when soul shock is coming? Not exactly, it just happens. So you can't really preempt a soul shock, it just happens. But it will often happen when your DM rejects you or pushes you away directly. So rejection is often a trigger. So example, it could be like if your DM tells you that he doesn't like you or is not interested in you, or it could be like for many years you don't see him and then you're trying to create an opportunity to see him and he keeps pushing you away. Soul shock can occur then as well. So rejection actually triggers soul shock. So that's a forewarning sign. So if you want to avoid soul shock, don't try to see your DM or try to be in a position where you're going to be rejected, right? So that could be a logical way. But again, jokes aside, yeah, so rejection is what causes soul shock often. Sometimes this could be astral rejection, it could be happening in other dimensions as well. So yeah, it is always hard to be in that state of soul shock. And again, all of us have gone through it. And twin flame separation is hard in itself, but twin flame soul shock in separation or while in union, equally terribly painful. So my heart goes out to all of you because we are all we have all gone through that. And it's literally like your heart being put in a freezer. It's very, very painful. Okay, so I'm going to read the list again if you guys have no more question. So this is the order: Shannon, Mai, Rachel, Goodney, Shay, Dawn, AP Wong, Diana, Samantha, Moni, Catalina, Lisa, Rebecca, and Mackenzie. So, yes. Oops. All right, what is going on for Shannon? Our beautiful Shannon, are you here today? Shannon has probably slept because she is in Scotland, so it's very late there. But Catalina is probably awake. I hope you are. All right, I promise I will try to like get through this quick. Again, thank you all for your tips and. Hang in there, everything will be all right. It is difficult being on a twin flame journey. Soul shock can be more harder for those of you. 1111 portal can be a trigger for soul shocks too. Ah, Catalina, you're always awake. That is good. Always awake during my life. So all right, Shannon, I think you're asleep. But what is going on for you, Shannon? You're going through a period of heavy testing and tribulations. Going through a lot of tribulations right now, but don't let that affect your journey. Your divine masculine is sending you a lot of love and wisdom and guidance from his multidimensional self. Be open to it. There's a lot of fear going on within you, and you're thinking that you are a magnet for misfortunes right now, but that isn't true. God is with you, your guides are with you, and you will survive this difficult period, and things will get better. Unfortunately, things may seem like there is no light at the end of the tunnel, but things will get better. You may be going through medical scares, but don't worry, it will all be all right, and the results will all turn out in your favor, and you'll be fine. In other words, Shannon, you are an amazingly bright soul with so much potential and so much soul missions that you got to do with your divine masculine. So you will be fine. You'll be healthy, well, and prosperous. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he's struggling too, and he's in a lot of pain too, and the pain of not being with you is causing him a lot of anxiety and stress, something that you guys might be direct mirroring with one another. Hence, your divine masculine, even in his state of being in a lot of stress, wants to console you and tell you that things will be all right, and for you not to fear, because fear is not going to take you anywhere, but he rather wants you to be try to get through this phase, and he wants you to know that his love is always there, his higher dimensional selves are literally hanging around you, and that his love for you is beyond this earth and it's always there. And he's also grateful that even though you're going through so much challenges and pain and suffering, you are still reaching out to him astrally and multidimensionally and via 5D, and he's very grateful for that, and he wants to keep extending his support to you, and he wants you to remember that he's always there for you, like your light, like your umbrella. He is there for you. On the career front, things are also getting better. More opportunities will come your way. And in terms of migration issues, don't worry, you will get what you're looking for. You will get the visa right on time. So don't let anything else affect you. Keep focusing on God, keep focusing on the journey, and everything will be fine. So the messages I have from your guidance team is, you may feel like you are very close to not so good things happening, but no, at the last moment God will help you and you will be guided, so you don't have to worry and things will be fine. And the parting messages from your DM's higher self will be that everything will be okay. Shannon, you are so amazing and so beautiful, and that your divine masculine loves you so much, and so grateful to have you in his life, lifetime after lifetime, time after time, and for all of eternity. All right. I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Shannon. Next up, I have got my. How you here? Before that, I'll read the comments. Mackenzie, I remember dreaming I was in the back seat of the car with him, another woman. I wouldn't say anything though. Don't let that affect you. Come on. When you get good dreams, like you're together with your DM, it's often insights to the future. But when you have dreams like that, it's your fear, it's your own fear, like this might happen. It's like, don't give that. Some could be implanted dreams from the not so good forces to stray you away from the journey too. So don't allow negative dreams or dreams that is causing you fear or distress. Don't give power away, because not all dreams are prophetic. So you have to remember that only when the dream is good, you are in the higher vibrations. And premonitions and stuff can always be, and always remember, the future is not exactly, even in the Agashik records, there are always like multiple timelines. So if you give power away, then you might drop to a lower timeline. So this is what you want to avoid, Mackenzie. Hi, my lovely to see you. So what's going on for you this week, for you and your divine masculine? Again, I see a lot of colors around the both of you. I see a lot of gold, pink, green, blue, yellow, which means all your chakras are all in a divine cosmic dance. Things are lightening up between the both of you. I feel like your divine masculine is going to make a more conscious effort to do things for you. So I do see a lot of dates being planned out, a lot of moments. You guys are going to have a lot of heart to heart conversations as well. So that looks very promising. So the messages from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that he's extremely shy and he holds back a lot. He treats you very precious. Sometimes he treats you like glass and he's afraid to break you. So, hence why he comes in and out. He thinks you're very fragile, but he doesn't realize that you're stronger than ever. And actually, you are a woman who can handle everything. This his higher self knows. However, his 3D self is like walking on glass because he always wants to make a good impression to you and often sabotages that himself. All right. So does his what does his higher self have to say for you? His higher self wants you to know that things are mapping out well. There's a lot of excitement being mapped out in the future for you. Also, there is going to be a lot of pleasant surprises. So, for you just to be open and also for you to be more yeah, just be yourself. So his higher self wants you to just be yourself because there's a lot of excitement in the air, and he feels your pain, and he has also been feeling that you've been going through a lot of expansion and healing and upgrades, and so he's very, very happy that both of you are ascending vibrationally, and he's very thankful to you for that because he knows you are the one who's anchoring the both of you, and he wants to extend his gratitude to you because without you there wouldn't be him, and you have always been anchoring him in life after life, and he's very, very thankful for that, Mai. And he also wants to say this to you, that he loves you a lot and that you are in his thoughts all the time, and that you are sexier than ever and you are pure than ever, and he really treats you like the goddess you are, and he wants you to realize that and not to take things personally when things are not going perfectly, because you guys are meant to be together and he never wants you to doubt that. So I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling, and I will go on to the next person. Rachel, are you here? All right, Rachel might have gone to bed. See, that's why I'm trying to like read out the list, you see, and so you guys can like preempt. All right. I don't think Rachel. Yes. See, I wanted to wait for you. So, Rachel, what is going on for you? And let me see. Did you have a particular message that you wanted to ask? Okay. So, I thought you had a particular question. Okay. So, you don't have one. All right. So, what is in store for Rachel? Is he doing okay? Yes, he is doing pretty all right on the surface level. You know, he's very good at putting up a front, but inside he is going through a volcano of emotions and feelings. So you may be tapping into that, Rachel. You may be feeling that instability in him a lot when you connect to his energies. He's higher self wants you to know that his 3D self is going through an enormous period of stress and also upgrades. So he's just a whirlwind of, he's an emotional mess, in other words. So he is going through what you would call a period of intense growth. At the same time, he's purging a lot. So maybe that's the reason why you even asked this question, if he's doing okay. So you may be tapping onto that. So you may be also feeling that volcano erupting within you. His messages to you would be to hang in there, and even though he's struggling so much, he doesn't want you to suffer because he just can't even imagine you going through any kind of struggle or suffering, and it will break his heart or pain him just for you to be in pain, and he regrets a lot. So I'm tapping into a lot of guilt. There's a lot of guilt and regret as to why he didn't do this or didn't do that for you, and he is pining over lost time. But something within him is giving him the courage to make up for lost time. So be ready for surprises, Rachel. So he may just come through at any time and just tell you to do something crazy with him, like plan a last minute holiday, or tell you that, you know what, Rachel, let's go on this date that has been prolonged for too long. So, yes, so do expect unexpected surprises. So, do expect the unexpected. Also, there is a lot of growth within you. I see a major heart chakra and root chakra expansion happening for you at the moment. So you may be feeling more grounded as well. With your divine masculine, again, there is a lot of his throat chakra is going through this fluctuation. So I would say an upgrade, but at the same time, he's going through a lot of cleansing as well. So hence, he might be planning to come forth to you, but he may be holding back. Oh wow. So you guys are direct mirroring each other. So Rachel says this week I was feeling like I lost a lot of time with him as well. Exactly. He's feeling that with you as well, that he has lost a lot of time with you, and that is causing him a lot of pain and stress. And but you know what, things will get okay. Your angels want you to know that things are shaping up, they're getting better, and 2024 is going to be more than promising than ever. And also to expect the unexpected, because things are turning around and they are going to work favorably to both of you. All the lost time would be made up, and things will be better between the both of you. I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And Mai is saying, thank you so much, beautiful. I truly enjoyed this channeling. Super grateful for you. Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you so much, Mai. Hi, Kayati. Good to see you. All right, let me follow my list. So, Goodney is probably not here, or she is, because it's in the wee hours of morning in Norway. So a very warm greetings to you, Goodney, when you watch this later. Again, you're such an amazing soul, and it's such a pleasure to read for you always, because you're so pure-hearted and full of light, and you are someone that Earth is lucky to have, because you're always about helping others, lightening up others. Your care and compassion is one of a kind, Kudni. And I have to really say this. Your divine masculine admires all of this about you, because you are full of light, and because your divine masculine is you in another body, he's also like you. You both are always about others. And what you're doing for others' good needs, always being recognized by God and the universe. What may feel like testing times or tribulations are all making you stronger. And the universe applauds you for everything that you do, Goodney, because you are so strong, you're so special, you're full of love, light, and always remember, God is there with you to give you the strength and support to get through even the darkest times. So, what is your divine masculine feeling about you? So, your divine masculine has been missing you a lot, but he's been struggling in the quiet. So, in other words, your divine masculine wants you to know that he's really eager to see you, but he's also holding back because he just doesn't know how to express what he's feeling, and he's worried about the gap in time. But it's like he's going through this monologue with himself, this inner dialogue where he wants to just pick up the phone and communicate with you. At the same time, he doesn't want to disrupt your life. So this is something that he's trying to figure out himself. But what I am channeling for you is that there will be communication soon. Surprise communication soon, which is looking very well. So your divine masculine higher self wants you to know that as much as he's confused about life and his struggles, one thing is certain is you, and he's 100% certain about you, and he is so in love with you incredibly and in the most romantic of ways. He wants to buy you flowers, he wants to buy you a lot of roses, and this is what's coming through, Goodney. And I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And the last parting message from your DM is that he wants to give you a lot of hugs and kisses, and he misses seeing you in the physical. He misses your warmth, he misses your touch, and he's yearning to be back with you. So I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Goodney. And next up, I have got Shay. Shay, are you here, Shay? All right. All right. Shay's message is message regarding Frank. Please and thank you. Ah, beautiful. Hope Shay, you're doing all right. Again, my favorite Martian star seed. Again, both of you guys are very unique pairing. Like you are very unique twin flames. So, what does Frank have got to say? So, what does your divine masculine want to say to you? Your divine masculine is very, very disappointed at himself for behaving the way he has been behaving to you, not only lately, but for a very long time, not only this lifetime, for many, many lifetimes. And he's saying that he can't help it. Like some things are just beyond his control, and he doesn't want to include you in his suffering. And that's why he pushes you away. But at the same time, he knows that you suffer when he's not around as well, and he wants you to know that he acknowledges that and he validates that, and he's trying his best. He's trying his best to be there for you. He's trying his best to make things right, and he's extremely apologetic for past behavior. He's not saying that that behavior is acceptable, but he wants to apologize from his heart for putting you through this whirlwind of emotions all the time. And he wants you to also know that every time you are in pain, he's in pain too, because he feels you 100%. So your divine masculine is going through a very, very difficult period right now, and hence he might be in and out of your life. And his higher self wants you to just forgive him for his unpredictable behavior. His higher self wants to assure you that things will stabilize, and 2024 is going to be a more stable year for the both of you. So to hang in there, and your angels are extremely proud of you for your strength and for your determination and for hanging in there and for believing in the good always. So your positivity is being applauded, Shay, and it's an incredible period of growth, renewal, rejuvenation. So spend this time focusing on you, and he is focusing on you anyway. So be ready for a lot of astral travel, a lot of astral communication. You may be also witnessing past lives consciously or in your dreams. So be open to them too. So the parting messages from your divine masculine is that he's sorry and he wants to make it up to you. So he will do what he can in his capacity when he can. But his love for you is unconditional, and he knows that you love him unconditional too. And he appreciates all of you because you are the strongest, brightest, most beautiful women he will ever know. And you are one of a kind, and he loves you. He loves everything about you. So that's what I have for you, Shay. And I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. So next up, I have got Dawn, AP Wong, Diana, Samantha, Moni, Catalina, Lisa, Rebecca, and Mackenzie. So that's the order, guys. So guys, if you guys want a channeling, you guys can send me a tip and I'll put you on the list as well. All right. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. All right, guys, just a general note. I'm doing these channelings in the order of the tips I've received. And, even if you don't tip, I still do free channeling. So, but you'll be last on the list. So just let me know if you guys want a reading. But please be patient because Many of you all have tipped me like 48 hours, 72 hours, even before my show. So I have to really honor that and respect that. And also so that I don't miss out anyone. You know, sometimes it can happen, human error, and, I'm trying to manage a lot, right? Channeling, this, that as well. So, yes. So, Dawn, are you here? My favorite Dawn. All right, I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds. All right, maybe Dawn is gone. Dawn has gone to bed. So, Dawn, what is in store for you? How is it? Yes, you are here. So, Dawn, do you have a particular question, or do you want me to just do a general channeling? So, again, Dawn, it's always a pleasure to read for you. Don't worry, right now it may seem heavy, but whenever there's a heavy period, there is a great period awaiting you. Oh, yes, it's 10. I'm 13 hours ahead now. Yes. So, what's up with your DM? Well, actually, to answer what is actually going on with you is that you are direct mirroring your divine masculine right now. So your divine masculine is going through what we would call in twin flame language a dark night of the soul. So hence why you are feeling very tired and fatigued, because he is feeling a lot of numbness and pain, and it's crazy. He's going through a crazy period of catharsis. So he's pretty much in his man cave, hidden, and he is like either in a workaholic zone and then he goes to his man cave, but he's definitely depressed, and that's why you are feeling the way you are, tapping onto him 100%. I hope this reading will help you to differentiate both the feelings, and that's why no matter how much you try, you keep feeling yourself dropping low. So my guidance to you would be to keep sending him love, to keep sending him words of encouragement that he will be fine and things will get better, because it is a difficult period for him right now, and he is struggling a lot, and he's also struggling with a lot of stuff from work as well. Some of these things he's not able to quite decipher. So he's going through a period of great fear and pain as well. So he's very humbled by life in itself, but yet there's a lot of pent up anger and emotions, and he is in a lot of pain and regret for treating you the way he treated you in the past, and his ego is not allowing him to come back and apologize to you in the 3D. So something that he's working on himself, Dawn. And yes, so yes, there's a lot of annoying energy. So I know it's hard to send love, but unfortunately, he is your divine masculine. Just joking. Fortunately, he's your divine masculine. You see, that is a big part of his depression as well, because the engagement is not really an engagement now. I definitely sense immense distance between the both of them. I feel like they are going their separate ways. And he's not worried that she's leaving, he's just depressed in life in general, and also he has been thinking a lot about you lately, and he is afraid that he might be losing you, because at times he doesn't feel you at all. So not only is he going through dark night of the soul, you guys might also be experiencing pockets of soul shock. So yes, so definitely there is no engagement going on there, but lately he has been thinking about you a lot, and hence why you are feeling the way you're feeling, Dawn. So yes, try your best to send him love, but he is definitely sending a lot of guilt your way, because he's feeling guilty about the way he pushed you away, the words he used on you, because you do not deserve to be treated that way. And he knows that. He also knows that you're a powerhouse, because he is admiring you from afar. And he wants you to know that he's extremely proud of you and that you are doing amazing and doing great. Yes, Don, you are actually mirroring his guilt and fear. So, yes, you are. You are not a guilty person at all, because you don't have anything to be guilty about. You always live by your principles, and you're a high value, very honorable person. So, you are tapping onto him. So, final messages from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that. he will come back to you, but he will come back to you when his ego comes down a little. So that's what's going on right now. So I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And Dawn, what I'm channeling through is that work wise, things are going to look promising. December is going to be transformational. So expect the unexpected. So things are really shaping up for you. I see a lot of career success coming your way. So, yes. So, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. Let me go to AP Wong. AP Wong, are you here? It's been a while. Oh dear. So I know a lot of y'all, it gets late, and I notice that my lives are becoming longer and longer. So I'm trying to keep it short now. So, AP Wong, if you're not here, what is in store for you? What am I picking up? I'm picking up a lot of green. So, I feel that you might be surrounded by nature. I see a lot of grass. So, I definitely see like there is a picnic that's going to come. Yes, it is. It has been a while. AP Wong. Yes, so I'm seeing a lot of green. So definitely there are adventures being planned your way. So you may be involved in a lot of you may be involved in a lot of nature related activities like picnics and gatherings, and this is what I'm picking up. And what is going on with you and your divine masculine? So it's very interesting. What I'm picking up are very, very neutral energies, yet there is a lot of pent up emotions from both of you. So this is a period I would call a huge release period. Your divine masculine is going through a lot of release, so you may be tapping onto that. So I'm also seeing a major heart chakra awakening on both your ends, so you may be feeling a lot of pain in that area. So that is actually downloads, and you're getting upgraded too. So the messages I have from your divine masculine is that he actually wants to apologize to you for all of his behavior, past, present, and even future. So it's like he wants you to know that he's trying so hard to be the best version of himself, but he's just unable to do so. And that really freaks him out and makes him extremely, extremely angry because he's trying so hard, but it often just doesn't align. And there's a lot of this anger and fear, and there's all of this coming at him all at the same time. So he might be feeling very much aloof. So you might be picking up on that, a lot of aloof energies. Multidimensionally, I'm seeing a lot of green and gold as well. So a lot of transformation is set to take between the both of you. So be ready for a lot of magic to flow in your life. So his messages are that his higher self wants you to know that whatever may happen and whatever happens, that you guys are one, and what you're experiencing is just a life in this matrix, and not to be carried away by the 3D thing so much. So this is what he wants to tell you. And he also wants to say that he loves you a lot, infinitely and beyond, and that he will do anything and everything to be with you. And when the right time comes, the magic will be born as well. He's also saying that he's trying and he's grateful for all your patience, and good things are coming ahead, and that there's so much love that is growing between the both of you. And you would be experiencing a lot of past lives too. So be ready for a lot of downloads, because he has been dreaming a lot about you. A lot of the shared past lives are coming, and that's also a reason why there is a lot of guilt because of things, the way things panned up in the past. Your past earth lives have been quite intense, and a lot of it is being released right now. So this is a period of healing. I would say a period of great healing. So hang in there. Your guides want you to know that you're doing great given your circumstances. You're really fighting through, and they have always been this amazing, compassionate, loving, gracious person, and that you're full of light. And your guidance team, your angels want you to know that you glow always, and you light, you are You are the reason why Earth, people like you are the ones that brighten up Earth. So that's what I have for you, AP Wong. So I hope you have enjoyed that channeling. So Diana, are you here? So I've got Diana, Samantha, Moni, Catalina, Lisa, Rebecca, and Mackenzie. Yes, my throat is tickling all of a sudden, and I'm running out of water too. See, that's why I need to have bottles and bottles stacked up next time. All right, let me go through my channeling. So, Diana, again, what I have for you is that, oh, perfect timing. I was just about to do your channeling. So, what is going on between you and your divine masculine? Your divine masculine is sending you enormous amount of love, because he's feeling what you're going through and he wants to be there for you. And he's just saying that the 3D world is so difficult for the both of you, and it's so easy for him to communicate with you in 5D. And he wants to tell you that you will get through this difficult period and that he is here for you, and he wants to talk to you as much as you want to talk to him. And there's a lot of, he wants to be there for you in every possible way he can be, but he's also afraid to just pick up the phone and call you. So he wants you to communicate with him, but again he finds that troubling. He doesn't want to tell you to do things. So in other words, his 3D self is in this dilemma as to, it's like the pick me or pick me not situation. It's like whether he should call you or call you not, but he's having this deep urge to contact you because he's feeling what you're going through, and he wants to tell you that it will be all right. So his messages will be that he is there for you and the world will be a better place, and that you guys are going to be together. And he's also assuring you that things are actually picking up and that life is going to be amazing for the both of you, and for you not to worry because things will pan out. He also wants to tell you that he has been fantasizing and dreaming a lot about the future with you lately, all the future children that are going to be running around, and he's so excited and he can't wait to be with you. So these are his messages for you. Your angels and guidance team want you to know that this is a period of immense change in your life, and better things are coming ahead for you, and for you to just hang in there and push through. You're being blessed by God and you will be guided accordingly, and there's a lot of abundance energies coming your way too. So this is what I have for you, Diana. And next up I have Samantha. Samantha, are you here? Oops. Guys, give me a moment. I am going to get some water because I don't know why. My throat is just. Sorry about that, guys. All right, it's Samantha. Perfect timing. So, Samantha, what is in store for you? Again, this is a testing period for you, but do not worry. Things will shape up and things will look more and more fascinating for you. And right now, your divine masculine is just stuck in his man zone. In other words, he's just in his own man cave, literally he's literally not talking to anybody. He's just stuck in his own world right now, and his higher self wants to apologize to you for that, because this is not who he is. Furthermore, he's also trying to make big decisions, so he needs this solitude right now, because he's trying to figure out what is the next course of action. And he's definitely planning something big for you in terms of surprise. So I definitely see a proposal or something more related to that. So signs of stability, signs that things are going to get better. So do expect surprises coming your way. Definitely, I keep seeing wedding rings. Probably he's looking for engagement rings. So his engagement ring shopping probably. So definitely that is there, going up there. Um, so what messages I'm receiving from him is that for you not to take things personally, and that he may be aloof and a bit disconnected lately, but it's not your fault. That's what he wants you to know, and it's him, and he doesn't want you to be affected or triggered, and he apologizes if you do feel so, because he knows that he has not been the most stable individual in the last couple of years, and he hates doing this to you, because every time you drop, or you're feeling upset, or you're feeling disconnected, or you're going through a soul shock or the dark night of the soul, he feels it 100%, because he mirrors that too. So his higher self wants you to know that you don't have to worry anymore. Only good things are going to come ahead for you from now on. And for you not to worry anymore. So this is what his higher self wants you to know, not to worry anymore, and let things pan out the way they're supposed to pan out, and you don't have to be in these states of misery and pain anymore. And life will get better, things will shape up, and everything will happen in alignment. So these are the messages I have for you, Samantha. And your guidance team wants you to know that definitely there are wedding bells that's ringing, and definitely a proposal is coming your way. So be ready for a very auspicious occasion that is being planned up. And this is going to be blessed by the heavens, by your loved ones. So it's going to be a beautiful ceremony with loved ones. So your guidance team wants you to know that there are going to be a series of celebrations for you in 2024, and the much awaited wedding will happen. So that's what I have for you, Samantha. And Diana is saying, thank you so much, Vaj. I may try to reach out to him, feeling a bit apprehensive about reaching out just yet. Thank you for the guide. Yes, absolutely, Diana. I 100% agree with you. Just because he wants you to reach out, he should be the one making the move. But unfortunately, you know your divine masculine, he's like, the fire in him gets all started, and then he's like, he goes into his zone. So do what you feel is right. And Samantha, I hope you have enjoyed the channeling. So I've got Moni, Catalina, Lisa, Rebecca, and Mackenzie. So Moni, are you here? And do you have a particular question that you want me to channel, or do you just want me to do a general reading for you? Ah, Moni, general. But how is Eric feeling? Can I expect any talking by end of the year? All right. So Eric has been feeling a lot of mixed emotions lately. He's going through a lot of physical ailments and pain as well. So I'm sensing a lot of back pain, Hence, he's going through some kind of a spinal cord Kundalini upgrade. So you might be mirroring that as well. So you might be having a lot of unexplainable physical body aches. Both of you are mirroring that. He's also feeling he's missing you a lot. So I'm sensing a lot of energies where you're both yearning to be in each other's presence and comfort each other, like as though both of you have something big to share, something very, very intense to share. So I feel like your soul is calling out to each other to be one again, like there's this yearning to be one again, and this yearning to be one in physical, so that you can comfort each other and be by each other's side, because you're both missing each other's warmth and physical presence. So that is what Eric is feeling. He's been feeling a lot of pain and misery and darkness and hopelessness lately. And the core of it is because he's missing you and he really, really wants to be with you. And he will do anything and everything he can to be with you. And it is a tough period. It is extremely difficult for him as well, but he wants to be there for you. So they I'm channeling a lot of love, I'm channeling a lot of sadness, channeling a lot of music. I feel like he's listening to a lot of love songs to connect with you, to stay close to you. So again, your second question, can I expect any talking by end of the year? So this is going to be a tricky one. At this moment, I feel like he may reach out to you any point in the next 5 weeks, but also there's a part of him that's holding back. But I'm guided to tell you that be open, because communication can happen anytime. So not to particularly focus on a particular timeline, but just go with the flow, because he may communicate anytime with you. It could even be tomorrow. So just be open to that possibility. Generally, I'm seeing a lot of growth in your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is opening up, but there's a lot of pain in your third eye and crown. So there is definitely, you're going through a major transition in your life, and there's a lot of pain. But one thing that I'm getting from the universe is that everything will be okay, and there are miracles that are happening, that are being planned out by the universe for you. So what you may be feeling right now, the situation might completely turn around and you may be expecting the best. And there's a lot of love and support from the universe, from your guidance team, from your soul family, even your own family on earth. Everyone is showering you with a lot of love and encouragement that things will get better. Oh, so Moni, Moni is saying yes, he hurt his back. Yeah, so yes, so your divine masculine is feeling a lot of pain in his back, and so I feel like he is struggling a lot with the pain, but it will get better. So hang in there, Moni. Things will get better, but definitely there will be communication. Hang in there. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of blessings from the universe, and things will turn out miraculously. So don't give up. Don't give up. And God is with you always. Immense, immense, immense blessings to you. Everything will turn out well. You will be blessed with good health, prosperity, wealth, unimaginably sexy love, sexy romantic moments with your DM, and everything will be in alignment. It will happen, Moni. It will happen 100%. This is what the universe is saying, that things will happen, things will turn around, and to hang in there. I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And Samantha says, oh, thanks, Vaish. Yes, he has been distanced, like the universe has put small speed bumps in our path. Yes, but it will be okay, Samantha. And Moni, everything will be okay. All right, Catalina, are you here? You're probably here. Just going to give it a minute or so until Catalina comes. Oh, your most. Oh, so Moni says, thank you so much, so accurate. Oh, thank you so much, Moni. Again, I thank God for my gifts. And yes, I really hope great things happen for you, Moni, because things will always. And it will come through. So far, all that I predict does come through. So again, I predict great health and wealth for you, Moni, and that miracle for health will definitely happen. So much love to you, so much blessings from the universe to you. All right, Catalina, do you have a particular question, or do you want me to just do a general channeling, even though we just spoke last night? All right. So general channeling, I assume, Catalina. So what is your divine masculine going through during this period? All right. So I am seeing a lot of pink roses too, a lot of pink flowers. I'm also seeing this vision from the future that he's going to turn up at your house with a bouquet of at least 100 pink roses, and you are going to be completely blown away, and you are going to be in so much happiness that you'll be almost in a shock. So that is definitely happening. I keep hearing it could be December, so that is in 5 weeks. So a surprise is definitely awaiting you, and definitely flowers are involved. And a grand reunion is going to also happen for you, Catalina. So I'm actually seeing a very, very beautiful vision of the both of you getting together. There is also going to be a it's also going to be a meeting where there's going to be a lot of tears, and there's going to be a lot of crying, there's going to be a lot of happy tears, there's going to be a lot of clarification for the separation, and it's like that moment is very near right now. So your divine masculine's higher self wants you to know that he is definitely been thinking a lot about getting back together lately, the both of you. So there is this intense period of energy exchange going on right now. Right now, it's like both of you are just preparing to see each other again, and preparing to have a very, very balanced communication. Because if you had met like a couple of months back, things might have gone the other direction. But right now, it's like there's so much more growth between the both of you. That's what his higher self wants you to know. And the messages from his 3D self is that he's extremely apologetic for leaving the way he left. He should have never done that, especially many, many years of being together with you. You deserved more respect. And he's extremely guilty about that. And he wants to do everything and anything he can in his capacity to try to make things right. And he wants to make things right, and he wants to do anything and everything he can to tell you that he will do everything and anything he can to make you feel happy again. And also he wants to assure you that this lifetime is going to be different, and when you guys get back together, it's going to be stability, freedom, happiness, soul growth, soul evolution, and multi-dimensional expression of love. And everything will be very harmonious between the both of you. So this is what comes up, Catalina, and I hope you enjoy the 112 pink/red roses that are coming your way. And Lisa, are you here? So I've got Lisa, Rebecca, and Mackenzie. So I think Lisa asked the question, so let me see. Lisa's question is, hi Vaish, just wondering if any messages from Brendan, and thank you. All right. So Lisa, what does your divine masculine have to say to you? He wants you to know that he sees that you're working so hard and you're trying your best just to survive day to day life, and he finds that incredibly sexy and admirable. And many times he feels that he's not good enough for you. Neither does he want to disappoint you. He wants you to also stay strong, and he wants to assure you that he's definitely coming back into your life, and that it's going to happen really soon, and for you just to be open and to just await that suspense and surprise that's going to lift you up. So I do sense a very, very harmonious period of communication between the both of you. So it could be distance communication, but it's still going to be very promising and harmonious. Your divine masculine wants you to know that he is incredibly in love with you, irrevocably in love with you, and that he admires every cell in your body, your eyes, your nose, your lips, the way God made you, that amazing, amazing beauty that you have. It's lately been fantasizing a lot about you, fantasizing a lot of physical union and a lot of love making. So I sense a lot of that energies between the both of you. So you may be feeling unexpected sexual expression. You will be feeling orgasmic joy coming your way as well. So it is beautiful. Both of your sacral chakras are lighting up. So this is what's going on between you and your divine masculine, Lisa. and so much joy, so much hope, a lot of astral meetings. So there's a lot of astral love making that's going on between you as well. You guys have been meeting a lot in your dreams. You have been communicating a lot in 5D as well. So things are looking extremely promising for the both of y'all. So I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Lisa. And I've got Rebecca, my favorite Rebecca. So, Rebecca, do you have a particular question? Let me see the email. No. So, what is in store for the both of you? Oh, Catalina says, yes, of course. I enjoyed your channeling. Looking forward for the 3D pink roses. Of course, always. All right. So, what is going on for Rebecca? Rebecca, again, I see a lot of snow. So, you're definitely moving abroad in 2024. The messages I have from your divine masculine is that he's smitten by you. He's smitten by everything about you. He's so much in love with you. There's a lot of expression of love. There's a grand gesture being planned out. He's definitely planning something big. He is admiring you from afar, so there's a lot of love exchange going on between the both of you multidimensionally. So his messages to you would be that he's feeling extremely awkward on how he's going to re-enter your life, but he can't wait another moment because this separation sucks and it really hurts him a lot and he hates being in this position. And he just can't take the pain of separation anymore. So he wants you to know that he's definitely coming back. How he's coming back, when he's coming back, even he doesn't know, but he's definitely coming back and he wants to give you that assurance. Well, for your question, is he aware, awakened, interested less about if he's watching? Well, he is going through an in between state, Rebecca. So, whether he's awakened or not, he's exactly mirroring you in that way, but is behind you in terms of awakening. So, I would say that he is 20% awakened and he still has 80%, but that 20% is giving him that strength to make a move, to give you a grand gesture. So in other words, I do see communication coming between the both of you, and that he's tired of just watching you and spying on you. Actually wants to be with you in real time and go on adventures with you, date you, dine you, wine you, eat a lot of cheese with you, and also get your opinion professionally on his cheese business. He's so he's wanting your involvement in his life, and he wants you to know that he finds you extremely adorably beautiful and that he's so in love with you, and he will do anything and everything he can to really give you that stability that you're so seeking. And he wants to tell you that he loves you, and there is and all of his love is there. It's just a matter of when are you going to get back together. And he is trying his best to awaken, and awakening can be really hard because he doesn't really have any kind of support, so he's figuring it out himself. Of course, he sees your higher self a lot of times, so you're kind of his like anchor, but at the same time he's trying. So Rebecca is asking, has there been any pressure because my 3-day migraine out of the blue was maybe the worst I've ever had? He's definitely going through a big crown chakra activation, and there is a lot of physical pain, so you guys are directly mirroring each other. The pain is happening because he's going through awakening, right? So it is very painful for him, so you guys are definitely mirroring one another, and your migraine will disappear out of the blue, and then you will know it's because of your DM as well. I hope you get well soon, Rebecca. Migraines are horrible. I have a very close friend who suffers from migraines, and I know it's, oh my goodness, it can be the worst it can ever be. So much love to you, Rebecca. Hope you feel better soon. And I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. The parting message from him would be that he loves you and he wants to keep sending you all the love he has, that infinite love he has for you, and he can't wait to be with you. So take care, Rebecca. Hope you feel better soon, and I'll talk to you soon. And again, finally, Mackenzie, are you there? And do you have a particular question, or do you want me to just do a general channeling for you? Because I can't see the old messages. All right, I think. Oh, you're most welcome, Rebecca. Mackenzie, question is, does my person have future plans for us? Seems like he's comfortable with this situation. Well, right now the future is looking very, very fluid. So, in other words, there is 1,000 thoughts that's going through your person's mind. He is thinking about being with you. At the same time, he's afraid of being with you. At the same time, he wants to be with you. It's like there is there is this inner battle that is happening within him. So he's not comfortable with this situation, definitely not. He's definitely seeking some kind of an outlet to find balance. So definitely there is a future for the both of you. So you just have to stay strong, and you have to also just keep being you, and to remember that God has your back. And the messages that I'm channeling from your person is that your person just wants you to hang in there, and good things are coming ahead for you. So I hope you have enjoyed the channeling, Mackenzie. And if no one else wants a channeling, I'm going to call it a day. Also, what was I going to say? See, Mackenzie, there's still messages coming through for you. So your person wants you to know that things will shape up, but you have to stay strong because you are his anchor. Oh, Q. Nope, you're not too late. Actually, you are in perfect timing. Oh, I just saw your tip. No, you're not late. So, what is going on for you, Q? So, Q, what is going on for you right now is that there is a major awakening taking place for the both of you, and it's also happening because both of you are trying to express yourself, which means that there is a lot of yearning for 3D communication. So, in other words, there is that innate desire to express some desires. So, there's a lot of 3D desires that your divine masculine is trying to express, and at the same time the distance is killing him. He wants that physical contact, and he has been yearning that a lot lately. And also with you, again, he has got a lot of respect for you, he's got a lot of admiration for you. So I'm seeing a major chakra system upgrade for the both of you. So you may be feeling a lot of activations and downloads. So your person is just trying to express himself because his throat chakra is going through this immense upgrade. So there's definitely going to be a heartfelt communication that is meant to occur between the both of you. That's definitely coming. That is definitely coming in the next couple of weeks. Also, I'm seeing a lot of green and blue and purple. Your higher level chakras are definitely connecting a lot more. So you may be downloading past life experiences together. So these may be conveyed to you through your dreams or even consciously. So the messages your divine masculine has for you would be cute, that he is so in love with you. He admires you a lot. He's romancing you a lot and wants to romance you in real soon. There's a lot of warmth, there's a lot of expression, there's a lot of yearning. He's saying that he's yearning for your embrace and warmth. He's missing that physical presence of you, and he wants it to be more stable. So he's planning and hoping for a more stable future with you where you guys actually get to be there together. So that is what's going on. And also, your divine masculine wants you to know that his 3D self is going through a very excited period. So, hence, there's a lot of excitement that is coming coming through for the both of you, and he's definitely planning a series of surprises for you. Also, I see a lot of gold. I see a lot of golden light, a kind of cosmic dance in your combined energetic fields, which always notes abundance is coming your way, prosperity is coming your way. I see a lot of presents, so there might be an exchange of gifts that's occurring between the both of you. And his higher self messages to you would be that he wants to know that his 3D self is trying so hard to control his feelings and emotions because there's so much romanticism in the air. And oh, Q, you have a message. He pushes me away all the time. The last time we talked, he pushed me away. But the pushing you away comes from his response, his higher self response is that because there's so much of pent up feelings for you that he feels that pushing you away is his 3D mechanism of control, meaning he feels like because you guys are not able to meet in person a lot, it's causing him a lot of pain and distress. So even speaking to you on the phone is very hard for him because he's craving that physical presence and warmth. But don't worry, he will talk to you soon again, and things will be better, Hugh. So don't worry about that. And so again, your divine masculine wants to apologize to you for his behavior because it's very disrespectful and he would never want to do that. So he's doing it because he's struggling and suffering a lot internally and he doesn't want you to take it personally, Q. And Q, he loves you so much and he has so much admiration, adoration, and respect for you. So he wants you to hang in there and things will get better. So I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Q. And Mackenzie has a comment. I'm really the anchor of this relationship. That's just you're absolutely the light for him. You're definitely guiding him. You're definitely giving him that torchlight to hold. So, Mackenzie, just hang in there. Things will shape up in your twin flame journey, and you don't have to worry so much. Of course, you are dealing with your person, your divine masculine is just full of thoughts, and he's working on that, so things will get better. And finally, Pooja, is there any message for me? Is there any specific mission or soul purpose? So what I'm picking up for you is just be you. There's a lot of growth going on, a lot of catharsis going on, but at the same time there you are dealing with a lot of 3D stuff. So that has to come through, and then the mission, your specific soul purpose will appear to you at the right time. So I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Puja. And again, guys, if you're most welcome, Q. Again, guys, I better get going as well. 2 hours, and I need to drink a lot of water, and my nose is definitely itching. So, which means I am downloading a lot myself. With that, again, guys, if you're interested in the 1111 post energy healing, please check that out. And also, guys, if you guys are interested in, I have introduced this new 5 layer healing series for twin flames. You can choose one from each category. It's priced at 555 USD. So you can book me in for that. We will work through all the healing structurally. Also, the 1111 healing I've posted. I've also a couple of healings on soul shocks, which I will share with you guys in a moment. Again, thank you all for being part of this live, and I love you all. And again, do check out my website. Just a moment. Let me pull that out to you. All right. So you guys can find all of my services here. And so if you guys are interested in the 1111 healing, this is the one. And again, thank you all for your generous tips. I'm very grateful for them because I'm able to allocate more time. And also, let me send you guys the, yes, again, guys, I'll highly recommend the soul realignment because that is a must. So do check that out. I still have it on promotion, but I'll take it away. And this is the 5551, where you can design your own healing by choosing which one you want from each category. So check that out too. And with that, I will see you all again next week. And Q, you're most welcome. Always a pleasure. So with that, you guys have a amazing, amazing, amazing week, and I'll come back again with another beautiful topic. And if you guys have some topic suggestions, please feel free to comment on my album. And also, if you have enjoyed today's live or any other live, please feel free to leave a review on my album, be it my channeling, be it anything. Please feel free to review my album as well. Also, I'm grateful to all of you. You guys are amazing, and I love working with you all one on one. And Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone too. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So, yes, thanks you because I won't be able to wish you all. So, happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. Enjoy amazing family moments, create memories, have a wonderful time, stay strong, and everything will go well. With that, love you all and take care. And I will see you all next week. And bye bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.